Good morning.
Hopefully you can hear us okay and you'll give us a little comment. And it looks like we have nobody yet, but we are early. And let me have Patrick throw it into the Facebook feed. Do you want this over there for right now? Are you going to be over here for a little bit?
Just to show them the materials and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. Just for a minute. Is anybody here? Say hello. There we go. Hi. Lila? I should get my glasses.
Miss Lila Johnson?
Yeah. Lila. Hi, Lila. Good morning, Miss Boogie. Boggy. I love these names.
Good morning, Miss Debbie. Hello, Margie. Awesome. So we're here a little bit early. We just wanted to make sure we are all set up. We'll give it a couple of more minutes and then we'll get started. You can see the project we're working on. So cute.
Yes. Yes. It's going to be fun. How is everybody this morning? Can we hear me okay? Oh, good. Thank you, Debbie. Good sound, she says. Good sound. Yeah.
Awesome. We're using a mic today.
Yeah.
If you could see it, it looks like we're like WKRP in Cincinnati.
Yeah, so this is what we're going to be making today. How exciting. Isn't that quilting cute? It is, Christy. It's very cute.
It's time so you can get
It's really
started.
cute.
And I'm going to be here with Karen for a little bit, and then she's fledgling. Yeah, she's a fledgling. We're like gonna throw her out of the nest. That's how we do it at A-1. Hey, it's your second one. You're ready.
Sink and swim.
Can you tell me how many Day of the Spas kits we have left? Do you know if we have any left available?
I think we'll have like two or three.
And
yeah.
that's it?
How many do they need? I can have them for next Tuesday.
For the next Tuesday. Okay, we only have a couple kits left.
How many do they need?
I don't know. I haven't got that far.
Okay.
Okay,
All right, so let's see. What time is it? Are we good to go? It's 10:30. It's 10:30. So yeah, so I've been making these pillow panels, and I make the 12 by 12. So there is a smaller one. I think it's 9 by 9. But I like the bigger one. Covers a little bit more of the pillow, and you can see it just a little bit better. And I'm going to be doing all of them for the holidays. Like the next one will be, this is the kit for the next one. This is July. I don't have a picture of July, but it's really cute. It's 4th. It says the 4th. It's really cute. I really like decorating for the 4th of July. And so yeah, then there's one for, I think, July. I think then Halloween's next, and then Thanksgiving, and then Christmas. Yeah. These are the ones, let's see, that we've got January for New Year's, and February 14th. You can kind of see the really cute clear blue tiles quilting on these. I just love them. Yeah. So you'll have them for all the holidays. Does that sound like fun?
We're good. We're ready to start.
All right, let's do it. All right, put this here. So the first thing we're going to do is the... I did.
Okay, I'm
yeah.
gonna put them away. I'm gonna get rid of them.
First thing we're going to do are the clear blue tiles. And full disclosure, I think this will be the 4th or 5th time I've used them. So, but you know, they're pretty easy. These are the 2 we're going to be using. This is from the expansion pack. If you don't have the expansion pack, then these smaller ones, I mean, you just piece them together like a puzzle on your thing and draw your little lines, and you can do that too. You know, it just takes a little bit longer. Now, I found that there weren't really very many that I could find directions for the clear blue tiles, and they're just very generic. So I just kind of had to wing it. But it was pretty easy to do. So let's see. Let's get my hoop. Well, let's see. I'm using the 8x14 finished block and the 6x14 clear blue tile. Okay, those are the ones that I'll be using today. And let's see, where's my... This is going to take 2 hoopings. So I'm going to hoop our stabilizer. Wow. Oh, yeah, my little tool is for, yeah. There we go, got it loose. So we'll get our stabilizer going. This is just no mesh, lightweight. It says to use heavy, but I didn't have any, so I just used this. No. It was fine, yeah, and I actually like it better because it's not so, because you've got quite a bit of stabilizer inside this little panel here, because it takes 3 hoopings to make this panel. So there's 3 layers of.
Do you think they could use muslin, or is that not enough? Would that be enough?
I've never used muslin.
Okay.
I've never used it. I don't know how that would work. I'm sure it'd be fine, because when you use it, it's fine. Yeah, if you have muslin, give it a try, because I don't know. This might be a little thinner than muslin because you are going to have 3 layers. I don't know. Okay, so we're all hooped. Now, in the interest of time, I went ahead and prepped all of my materials ahead of time. All of these pieces that are for the, I don't know if you could see that, for the Hoppy, all of the applique pieces have SF-101 on them. The little flower at the bottom, this is for the Easter, they all have SF-101. And then this is, you know, your felt. You don't need anything on there. On my back panel, I have fleece. It doesn't say. I just put on.
So Cindy asked what size you're doing.
I'm doing the 12 inch.
The
large panel. Yeah, I'm doing the large panel. There's a large panel and a small panel. And so it doesn't say. It just says to back this with SF-101. But I put fusible fleece. It just gives it a little tiny bit more dimension. Not much, but just a little bit.
Yeah, that's kind of nice. So it has
Yeah.
a quilted look.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so that's an option for you.
Right. And okay, so let's see. What do my directions say? So first thing we need to do is mark our material. I'm going to take our tiles.
Are you marking the right side or the wrong side?
The right side. I'm marking the right side. No, I'm on the right.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
It looks so cushy on that.
I know.
I was like, oh, the folds just looked like the musical.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
That's
I'll do
okay.
my own business.
Don't worry.
I'm gonna turn this way.
I'll make plenty of mistakes. Don't worry. Okay. So I'm using a friction pen. These are friction pens. They come in all kinds of colors. Little disclaimer about that. Somebody told me that these come back when the material gets cold.
Yeah, I have a sample here in the store. It's the 4th of July pillow, and it, like, when it's really cold in here, you can see it. So
Yeah.
they should just take it, and I would say steam it when you're getting rid of the.
Oh,
instead of
you
just
think that
heat,
helps?
Steam it so it goes down into the fabric, so it doesn't come
Oh.
out. Definitely steam it.
Well, there's some advice. Yeah, I'll have to try that. Because I did. I put a piece of material. I didn't believe them, and so I put a piece of material in the freezer, and sure enough, it came back.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So that's just, so I'm just lining it up. You don't have to be perfect, which is wonderful. So I'm just kind of getting it straight. There are marks on here, but so I'm just going to put a little dot in the middle. And I don't like to put a whole lot of marks, so I'm just going to put a little line here, a little line here, a little line here, and a little line here. Okay. And then I'm going to mark these little spots here. I don't have to do the bottom. Can you see that? I don't have to do the bottom one because I'm not going to go underneath it. And then this side up here. Okay. Now they have a little arrow mark up here, you know, so because it is important that you know which way is up on this. But I just put in up here, just put a T. That way I don't have to mark up my. And I know that it's, you can put, 8 by 14 here in this little square, so you remember. If you're using a bunch of different sizes, I recommend doing that. But I already loaded the ones that I'm going to use, and I'm only using 2 different ones, so I'm not going to write that on there either. But there is a spot for that. So let's line up these little marks here. And again, you don't have to be perfect. And I'm just going to put a little thing here and just a small line. Okay, and I don't have to mark over here because I'm not going on. So I think the less marks, the better. So that's that, right? With me so far? That was pretty simple and painless. Okay, so then we bring our hoop in. Now this is when we need these little dealy bobs. I've never really used these before. What do we need these for? Well, this is what we need these for. So this is our center here, and this is what we're going to aim for with this little mark in the center right here. Okay, so what I do is I just kind of lift it up, and I slide it in here. Kind of keeping they have these little openings here so it doesn't move around. So I just kind of keep those in there and lift this up and move my material. Let's see.
Okay, now you all better go find your grids. I
Yeah,
know you don't know where to put 'em.
it was on the list. It was on the list. So the 4 little lines and the little dot, and again, you don't have to be perfect because we are cutting this down.
I love that you're using that because I
Yeah.
don't use my grids, and I'm like, oh yeah,
Right?
I
Yeah.
should just do that.
They make it pretty simple, So we just want to make sure that we're just kind of almost there. And we can move it around on the machine when we get there too. So that looks pretty good, right? Can you see? Let's zoom in. Can you see my little dot is there? And I really can't see. Oh, there's some glare. I really can't see my little lines. See? So that looks pretty good. So then I'm going to tape like a mad woman. I got it right here. I know I need a cameraman.
I'll be manning the camera today.
Right? Let's see, I've got some. Put that there like that. Okay. All right, so that should be good. So now I'm just going to tape like crazy. Keep it kind of still. And it it does get kind of close to the edge, so I don't like to tempt fate. And I don't really like it when it gets tape in the... Now down here is where I found... I had to worry a little bit there. Okay. All right. So I think we're ready to go over to the machine. Oh, let me get my designs. That I had my little piece of plastic. Here it is.
There's kind of, I'm going to let you just go ahead and adjust it.
Okay.
It sticks sometimes, this ball. There, you got it.
Got it. All right. So this is the color that I'm using. Let's see if I can get that to focus. It's Isacord Shrimp. It's called Shrimp. Can we see that?
Yeah.
What's the number?
1362.
Perfect.
And another good color that you could use if you wanted to stick with the glide colors is, I think if you used either peach or even mango smoothie would be like a good match too. And there's a lighter peach, and I can't remember the name off the top of my head right now. But those could go as well.
Okay, so I have all the designs I need for this on here. And I'm going to need the 8x14 first. That's the first tile that we are working on. So I'm going to hit set.
So I know you had mentioned something about like sizing. Did that apply to the quilting, or no? It was just the embroidery later on that they weren't quite clear on what size to choose.
Oh, that was on the
quilt,
regular the
embroidery
multi-hooping.
Okay, we'll talk to you about that later.
Yeah, that confused me. Okay, so yeah, we don't. They recommend you don't change the sizing on these clear, but I've never tried. I don't know if it would work. All right. Okay, so let's see how close we got, right?
Yeah, Christy, I think you totally could use the snowman, but what I really liked about the way Karen did it is you are. Well, I mean, the snowman will allow you, like, that orientation has, like, the crosshairs that goes through the belly button. So we'll rotate it a little bit for you. But this is nice because everything is, like, it's hooped just straight on. Straight across, straight up and down. And she's ready to go. But, yeah, you could do the snowman, too.
Yeah, and that way you wouldn't have to mark up your material. Okay, so I'm going to push this. I don't know if you guys have ever used this little button here, but this will give you a little beam on where the needle is lined up at. And so I'm going to push that, and we're going to see how close we were. Oh,
Looks pretty good.
I like the dot. Yeah.
You like the dot? So
Yeah.
you've got a couple different options. You can go into your settings button if you want to change that. What Karen's showing you right now is the W plus button, and I have it set up. I like it as the T, so I had it set up to the T, but if you like, and everyone's different. Karen loves the dot, and that's why it's so great to have different instructors. So just go to the settings button at the top, and go to your previous page.
Page 7.
I think more than that. Keep going.
Oh,
and there we go.
Right here.
And you have a choice of color. I like red. I think if you're on the Solaris, you only have the dot.
Okay, now I have to hit it again, have it come up. Let's see how close we are. Ooh, look at how close we are. Can you guys see that? Look at that. But if you want to move it, if you need to move it, we'll go over here to layout. And we're going to go to move. Am I too close? Going to go to move, and then you have these buttons here.
Adjust this. I'll be your camera person.
Thank you.
Yep.
So yeah, I could move it to the right just a little bit.
And I always tell people, put your finger down, because sometimes the loft affects it.
There.
Perfect.
Look at that. We're right on.
Here we go. She
Okay.
used her move keys, and there we are.
Yeah.
So you've got your dot right there.
Perfect.
Okay. Here we go.
All right. And I think we're good, right? We got the green light. Let's see what happens. Oh, the camera's not in the way. That's good. All right. Check the upper thread. Did I not? Oh, okay. Yeah. Threading the needle might help.
I do that.
We'll
all
see
the
what
time.
happens. Now let's see what happens. I'm glad these machines can talk. So how we doing? Yeah, we got real close, huh, Lynn? I love it when that happens. Michigan. My dad was from Michigan.
So Erica asked about the batting and the quilting. So they don't recommend any batting at
They
all,
don't,
right?
no.
So I think that's great because Karen used the fusible fleece. That's going to give you a little bit of loft. I totally get that.
It's a lot thinner than batting. Batting is, kind of thick, and it may not work when you're turning it. It may, that you might have problems with that. But the fusible fleece is really thin, and it just gives it the slightest little pile. And I really like the look of it. You could put the tape down first, Cindy. That's a good idea before you start marking. Put it in the hoop and then mark it up. That's a good idea. We got 42 people in here. Give us a thumbs up. Help out the channel. It was really cold this morning. It was
Today?
cold. Yeah, this
yeah.
morning.
You
Yeah.
guys heard about how cold I was.
Oh, did you?
So what size is the hoop?
This is a
9.5. This is the 9.5 by
9.5
14.
by 14. Yeah.
Yeah, and the one we have in this store is the one with the mark. So if you're on the Stellar, the Altair, the Meridian, this is going to be your biggest hoop size. And it's such a great size too.
You can also do this. You can do the 12 by 12 in the 8 by 12 hoop. It's just a multi-hooping. You hoop twice.
Who wants to do that?
It wasn't that hard because I did it.
Yeah, so you could do that, but if you have the option of using your 14.5.
Yeah, if you have it, use it. Yeah.
9.5 by 14.5, do that. If you need the hoop, let us know because we ordered extra, and I want to say the hoop is, it's $279.99, and our sale price was $139.99.
Wow.
So if you don't have this size, and it didn't come with the Luminaire or the Solaris, then reach out and we can get you the hoop. It's a good one to have in your stash.
It is. It really is. I find I use this one more than I use the 11 by 16. I don't use the 11
The
by
10.5
16.
by 16.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never use that one. I use the snap hoop for quilting quite
Oh,
often.
right.
But the actual hoop, the one that came with the machine, I don't use that very often.
Mm. I didn't even check the bobbin. I hope it's full. That is a nice color, huh, Debbie? Yeah, it just shows just enough. I like to see the quilting. Kimberbell does such cute little quilting designs, and I just love all of them, and I want to see them. do you think about using fleece instead of batting in the mini quilts?
Instead of batting. I don't know if I would. Like I understand like the fusible fleece that that Karen used in this because you're fusing it. It's not going to be moving around. I don't know. I guess you could. I just like if it calls for batting, I just always use batting.
Right.
But I love that you use fusible fleece in this, and I'm such a rule follower that I would have probably just been like, you know, shape flex. Okay, I'll use shape flex. I'll use fusible woven. But I like that it adds loft and dimension to your quilting. Yeah, I think I would just stick with batting. I never really use fleece in place of batting. I guess I would in a pinch,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
yeah.
You're not going to get as much indentation, I guess you would call it. With
Fleece is pretty.
it's probably half the size, I would say, of batting, wouldn't you?
I
I guess it depends on the batting.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
the fleece that you're using.
Yeah.
So,
This is
yeah, I
pretty
would stick to
thin.
the batting for the
Yeah.
for the mini quilts. If I was on vacation and all I had was fleece, and I was like, I gotta stitch this, then maybe I'd use fleece. But otherwise, I'd stick with the batting.
Right. What kind of hoop am I using? This is the hoop that, does this come with it? Yeah.
It doesn't come with
This
the
is a-
Luminaire Solaris.
It's a brother, yeah.
But it's and Baby Lock and Brothers sell this same hoop. It's the 9.5 by 14 inch with positioning marks on it. So the positioning marks don't work for the Luminaire and Solaris, but they work with the Altair, the Stellar, the Meridian, the XJ1 and the XJ. Is it the XE1? So it works with all of those machines that have the positioning app. But we sell. That's what we sell right now for the Baby Lock and the Solaris because it gives you options. It gives you options to use it with the Baby Lock and with the Luminaire and Solaris. And then if you ever get another machine that takes the positioning app, you have the hoop that's going to work. So it's going to, you know, you can use it if you want with the app or just as a regular hoop. Hope that answers the question.
background quilting is cute. It really is cute. I really like Kimberbell's background. I could spend all day on their website looking at them.
I feel like I go, I'm not buying any more background quilting. I'm not. I'm just going to use what I have.
Then don't look.
It's like,
Because if you look, you'll want it.
it's like boots. I'm like, I don't need another pair of boots. Jeannie, where were you at? And then I go and look at Kimberbell's boots, their background quilting. I'm like, I need that. And I need that one because it goes so perfectly with this project. And they get you, right? And the next thing you know,
They know.
you're hitting pay.
Right? Exactly. Yes, I know. And then when they, these specific patterns, they
Oh my
get
goodness,
me every
they're
time.
so cute.
All right, we're done with that. Let's move you over here to the other side. Let's see. Well, let me take this off. Okay. All right, so let's take our tape off. And we're going to take this out of the hoop and rehoop again.
Okay, this is called rehooping made not so scary.
Right.
As Karen Bohl guides you through it.
Right.
Because I know for me, I don't know, just the idea of rehooping, the word, I start to sweat. I'm like, oh my God, I have to rehoop. Am I going to get it right?
Well, you have your little grid. It's just like starting over. Right. Set this aside for now. We're going to cut off all of this extra stabilizer. We don't need all of this.
Okay, those scissors look really cool. What are those?
These are nice. They're so I don't know what they are. What are they? Can you see?
Look at that. They're gingers.
Oh, okay.
I like them. They're different than, the scissors we grew up with that everyone had, the big
Right. They're not
silver.
heavy. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the handles on that. Though. Look
Yeah,
really cool.
they're really comfy and they're really sharp. Right to the tip, which is what I like. Okay. All right, now we're going to rehoop again. And when I'm doing multiple hoopings, I cut my stabilizer all at once. So I just have the pieces ready to go and I don't have to deal with that roll every time. It just seems to go faster. Snug it up a little bit. Okay. All right, let's get our little grid again. What do you think I did with that?
I can never find anything.
I put it over here.
What are you looking for?
My grid? Oh, it's right here underneath. Okay.
Lynn says background quilting from Kimberbell is like a drug.
It is. It is. But do you find it's like one and done? You use it and you're like...
And you could use it, now we could use this for any Easter project.
Right.
But they're going to come out with something different and it's going to go to their project and you're going to forget. You're going to forget what you have. So print out that catalog. They have a catalog.
They
that you
do.
can print out.
Yeah. Okay, so this is when our T comes in handy that we put up here. Otherwise, you would have the arrow that points up here, but I just put a little T. So it's material is going to be on this side now. So we're going to try and line her up. Oh, boom. There we go. Make sure my little thing, well, let's see, all my little things weren't, there we go. That looks pretty good. Okay, we'll remove this and we'll tape. Put a little tape down here. All right. Okay, let's see how close we got. Oops. Okay, get all your bets in. Okay, we're gonna do the little W again. I'm gonna see how close I am. How close did I get? Ooh, look at that. Look at that. So I'm just gonna move it 2 clicks that way and 2 clicks to the right. There you go. And we're good to go. It's just that easy. Then we'll push the green button. Uh-oh. Why am I off?
Are you off?
I feel like I'm off.
Let's
Yeah.
stop.
Oh, what did I do?
Is it the same design or did you need to load a different
Oh!
size?
I needed to load a different size.
No worries. I mean, how many times have we done that? This is called real life. So we're going to load a different size. So that was the bigger size, and this one's going to be what?
This is going to be the 6x14.
We're going to do 6x14.
Nice. Sorry
and this
about
is
that.
all at the top, and so it just looks
The
like a
smaller
little
one.
embellishment.
Well, that should be cut out anyway. That'll
Yeah.
probably be cut out. So we're gonna set there. So we caught it in time. So yeah, we need the smaller, the thinner one. Remember, we used 2 different tiles, which is maybe why we should put the little 6x14 there.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
That would remind you.
Yeah, it does have a little square where you can write in the
Yeah.
size. And I think that'll be really important if you plan out a whole quilt.
Right.
You know, if you plan
Right.
out a whole quilt to go ahead and put down the sizes. Or
Okay.
even 2 hoopings.
Right? Okay. So let's. Okay. Yeah, that looks better.
Okay, here we go. Get that little doohickey
Sorry
out
about
of the way.
that.
Okay, let's see what questions we've had. Could you do a basting box instead of that tape?
I don't know.
I
It doesn't. You'd have to make one.
You know what okay, so when you do a basting box, your basting box I think is set, how far away is it? Set up for like 1/2 inch or 1/4 of an inch. So the basting box might bump you into another size hoop, so you'd have to go into your settings and set it so the basting box is right next to it. But then I think you also might have an issue with when you stitch it with that foot getting caught underneath your fabric. I would tape. I would
Yeah.
definitely tape. I mean, the other thing I might do is, you know me, I'm a sprayer, so I might spray, but I think I would, even with this, just placing it, I think I would tape.
Right.
So everything's an option, Cindy. Everything is possible. You can make
Anything is possible.
anything is possible. We went to Greece and that was what they told. They're like, anything is possible.
Nice.
Okay. Anyhow, there's more than one way to skin a cat hair. I hate that saying, but it's so appropriate.
30 times 3.
There's lots of different ways you could do this. You can do snowman sticker. You can mark it. You could do W plus foot. You could tape. You could spray. You could, lots of different options. I like that you throw those questions out
she
though,
got
because
2
it
bobbin
gets
cases
us
and the needle
thinking
plate,
like,
so that's
hey,
30 times
what
2.
other ways could I do this? And that's what's so great about the sew-alongs, because somebody makes a suggestion and it gets you thinking, oh, I could do this a different way too.
Can I borrow you just for a second?
Oh, Joanne, you're using the spring design from Clear Blue Tiles? Oh, I gotta go look at it now. I bet they're adorable. I could see quilting, you know, maybe a baby blanket with the Clear Blue Tiles. I'm not sure I want to go much bigger than that, but I think I could do up to a baby blanket. I have used the built-in edge to edge for baby blanket size on my Solaris, which was pretty simple. I used the 10 by 10 hoop. Ooh, which reminds me, Kimberbell is coming out with a new expansion pack for Clear Blue Tiles, which will include the 10 by 10. And that's the one I like to use for quilting because it's magnetic. I have the magnetic one, and it's a lot easier to move the material around in the hoop. So I'm excited for that. I guess that's next week sometime. I did see the new mushrooms and gnomes. Yeah. They are cute. Like she said, I could see that on kitchen towels. That would be really cute. Yeah, Kathy, you can use the snap hoop. You bet. I don't have one. I don't have any snap hoops. That's maybe my next investment. But yeah, I hear they're really easy to use with quilting. Because you know, when you're quilting a quilt, you're actually putting the quilt in the hoop, the sandwich, so you're not using stabilizer. So the snap hoops make that really easy.
for myself this weekend.
Oh, I'll come over.
I miss it. It's been years since I've colored Easter eggs.
Oh, I made my kids do it all the way up into their teens. They would begrudgingly stir and
I know, I miss
color
that part,
eggs.
you know?
Okay, that was easy. We're all done with the quilting. Let's see here. There we go. Oh, I love you too. My little sugar shaker's on here, my little grandbaby. All right, let's take the tape off.
Patrick will get us set up for Monday. And I didn't hear you. Did you say you have Apple or do you have Android? Oh, it is. Are you Samsung? Oh, then we can just. I'm a Samsung too. I mean, it's so rare. Everyone's got Apples. But if you're Samsung and I'm Samsung, Patrick, she's Samsung.
So now we're going to go on to the fun part.
So you and I could do a video call. It's gonna be so easy. I'm just
So
gonna
we'll take this out. Let me heat up my iron so we don't have to look at those.
do a video call and you just accept. And that's all. It'll be super easy. All right. It's gonna be on your phone, so make sure you're charged up.
All right.
All right, Miss Heidi, we'll see you next Monday. All right, you too. Happy Easter. Bye. Okay, so we'll do video call.
Just get rid of most of this stabilizer.
So I'm so happy Karen's doing this because I haven't stitched these out yet. And I was like, how do I do the back out quilting? It's so big. So I'm like, just watching her do it and seeing how easy it is. It
Yeah.
demystifies it and makes it like, okay, I can do this.
Right?
So,
Let me get these marks off of here real quick.
so Karen Larson did you answer these questions? She asked if you can use the 9.5 by 14-inch snap hoop.
Yes, I said yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I don't see why not.
Yeah, probably be a little easier. Does it come with a grid thing?
You know, the thing, I find it, I think for something like this, I would want to use this hoop. Because the only thing, well, not the only thing, but I find it hard to hoop a thin piece of stabilizer in my snap hoop. Because the magnet is so strong. So it slams down, and then when you go to pull out the wrinkles, it might be okay with the no-show, but I've done other ones where I have trouble like pulling out all the wrinkles. I think for me, I would use the hoop that Karen's using, but yeah, you should be able to do it in the snap hoop too.
Okay, so
And it doesn't have markings on it, so it doesn't have the center markings on it. So
You stole both my phone and my headset.
it's on your desk.
so now I don't know if you can see me, but I'm marking I'm going to mark the northeast southwest on here. Let's see if I did that. Yeah, I did that. Okay. Little mark there. And we're going to go this way, just kind of match up the marks. Doesn't have to be perfect. Remember, we're cutting this down. I'll just put a little mark there. And a little mark here. And that's just to kind of center it in the hoop, because the hoop's a lot bigger than the panel. So now I gotta hoop up again.
Okay, I think Karen, this is so adorable. I think your granddaughter's on here.
She is,
'Cause
yes.
she is sending hearts and love to her grandma.
Yeah. Hit the thumbs up, honey.
Oh my God, so cute. What size is your little rope bowl with your utensils?
Oh, this is the small. This is the small one.
And the design in the 5x7, or even smaller.
This is the 5x7. This is
Yeah.
the smallest one. Yeah. It's got the flowers. Isn't that cute? But yeah, it's only got the 10 rows. The small bowl has 10 rows of rope. But this is actually not the Kimberbell rope, so it's a little smaller than if you did the but not much.
Oh, was that Gypsy Quilter?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
Gypsy Quilter. Yeah.
I think it's probably like 75% the diameter. Do you think?
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we're out of Kimberbell rope right now, and we won't have it in again. It showed the arrival date as being April 12th. So until then, if you're dying to make a rope bowl, we'll have the Gypsy Quilter stuff. Hey Patrick, can I ask you a question? So Cindy asked, when you get finished, will you show your bag with the hexagons on it? And that's from the zippy bags. And there's a brand new zippy bag panel that's coming out. We'll talk about that in the live feed. But it does. It fits the rulers perfectly.
It fits my pop rulers.
Right here.
This fits my pop. This is the Laura Holt zippy bags, and my pop. All of them are in there.
It is perfect. Because somebody
Yes.
asked today if we were going to do a project
Yes.
for the pop rulers,
And
and I
this
love
is
that
it.
you showed that.
This is it. Yeah.
This is
What is that?
nothing.
Can I get rid of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You
So,
have to do it in YouTube.
so we can use our little grid again to kind of line this up. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. It really doesn't. So we'll line up the top and the bottom in there. So we see I'm lining up these two points up here. Can't see these. They're too far off. So, but what we can do, yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, I can kind of see my fold. I can kind of see my fold there that I made. So I think we're good there. And then we'll tape. And you don't need much tape here.
And we're still using that same hoop, Lynn. We're still using the 9.5 by 14.
Yes. Okay. That's all the tape you need. You don't need much. And we're going to go back to the machine and we're going to load the right design. Move you over. Okay, so let's get the design. So we're going to need our Hoppy Easter. Okay. There we go. All right, I'm going to change the color. Peachy color. This is it's exquisite. Yes, this is from that box I bought. Yes, I use them all the time. Yes, I love them. It's a ES505. ES505. Really pretty peachy color. I'm going to start with that. Oh, actually, no, we're not. That's for the Easter. But we're going to start, we have to do leaves. Leaves are first. And they want a dark green. So the dark green I used for the leaves, also exquisite, 992. Really pretty dark green. Scissors here. Okay. Okay. So as you can see on this little screen, it shows that we're going to be doing these little leaves here. So that way I knew what color to put in. Okay, I think we're good to go. Did you answer that? Yeah, we're still doing this. Is anybody else stitching with me?
Are you doing good?
I'm good. Thank you. replacement line for Easter. Now we want the peach. And the peach again is ES 505. That looks a little dark, but you can ES 505. Oops, sorry. Bumping the camera. Okay. Okay, let me take this out a little bit. We're going to use our long strip here. Make sure we're covering up everything. Too close to the edge. I think we're good there. Use the same color. Yeah.
So those are for more titanium snips. I love those.
Love them.
Yeah, and snips are so good because you just pinch. So I think they're super easy on the hands. That tip you can get into like tight spots.
Yeah, they're a must with this. Or you need something that really gets in there. Trying to get my head out of there. This S is very curvy. So these snips are a lifesaver.
I don't know, but it's in the, it's over there. So let's go ahead. Yeah, I think we were using petals. No, that's the tan.
Get my head out of there.
It's this fabric right here. So we're using pretty petals. Well, what did we use? The fabric did tell me. No,
Pretty petals, because we tend to use that. Oh yeah, we use pretty petals for everything that's like that. Do you want me to do that?
yeah.
Okay. So I'll get that squared away.
Pretty petals.
Those are the pretty petals.
Okay, it looks like this needs something here. It does. Well,
What are those?
Just
Two
these.
old ones that need, those are just scrap. I should go put those in
Oh,
the
that's-
thingy.
we need to organize it somehow, right? So,
But this one is a kit, I thought.
this is kit.
Yeah, now what's lacking is, the piece that's lacking is, it's like the purple, it's not the purple, it's kind of right there. think so. We're gonna do that too. So, okay, and then this is just extras.
So just put extras and put it in with specific someplace else we're never gonna find it.
Actually, these.
How's everybody doing?
I mean, they should be hung up over there.
But this is,
Okay, so do you want it in one of these? Just
I
you
want
in a
it-
box?
no,
I have
not
a box.
I want it with the cuties, with the October cuties.
That's a cutie.
Oh, no, no, no. I
See,
know
you're
what you're saying.
saying.
I thought it was.
If it's a cutie, I understand that. I have a cutie box of extras.
Let's hang it up, not hang it up, put it in the basket.
Yes,
All this stuff,
yes.
you just have to remember the whole thing.
And you know, I've been putting a few back there, so I'm gonna really make sure. Cause I put a few back in there, yeah, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm gonna really make sure I look. Okay, so these I can complete.
This one, on this. Let me get the fabric. On it and a lot of it is
And I think it's back there. Look at my mess. Yeah, here it is. Excuse me, the screen. I think this is part of it. Let's see. Ginger's Kitchen. I just stuck it in with the Christmas for now because I didn't know if we were making more or what.
All right. There we go. Now we'll do the little decorative strip stitch around there. Get you over there. Okay. Same color. It's really pretty. It's really pretty design they put around there. Really pretty. So maybe I'll take this time to talk about the instructions and how they come for these panels. I'm easily confused, and they confused me. So when you open it up, you see the picture of Hoppy Easter, and everything's great and fine, and you're like, okay, how do I make this? And your instructions start out with February, and all the cutting instructions for February, and all of that, and you're like, that's not what I want to make. I want to make the Hoppy Easter. That's the one I open. That's the one I want to make. These step-by-step pictured instructions, I guess, apply to all the panels. So they just did the 14th, put the step-by-step picture one for that in all of the instructions for panels. So you have to go to the last 2 pages. Even the cutting instructions are for the February panel, and it's actually different for the Hoppy Easter and the Thanksgiving. And I'll show you the differences, but they just have a little blurb in here about how the difference is, and it really confused me. But I think I have it figured out, and I'll share that with you. But you go to the last 2 pages of all the instructions, and you'll find the actual pillow that you're making, the actual panel that you're making, and the cutting instructions for each size, and all of that will be in the back of the instructions. So yeah, that confused me. I don't know if that confused anybody else, but it confused me. And it also has a step-by-step, but they're just written. They're just written in what colors they're using, and so on and so forth. In the back, the last 2 pages of the instructions show the actual panel that you want to be working on. So I just wanted to share that in case anybody else was having an issue with that. I actually did the panel wrong the first time. So. Anyway. right. Now they want the placement stitch for the egg, the little felt egg. So we change colors. And I'm changing to this like light pink. It's a really pretty pink. And it is Exquisite ES 305. Oh, that's really hard to see. Maybe there. 305. I don't know why I just can't get that to focus, can I? Well, trust me, it's 305. Exquisite. It's pretty pink. Piece of felt ready to go. Cover that up. I gotta trim that. I'm gonna bring it over here. This is a raw edge applique. So I like to trim maybe like an 1/8 of an inch or so around here, maybe even a little smaller, but I like a little edge on this. I think it's cute. Can you see? Oops. I got this camera right where my head is hitting. Sorry about that. Oops, got in there again. Kind of make sure it's even all the way around. There we go. It's pretty good. Okay, go back. Now we're going to do the placement line for the Hoppy. And we're going to change colors again. And let's see. What color? No, actually, I'm going to leave that pink in. I like that pink. 305. Here we go. Let's see. Let's see, we'll go like this. There we go. That's better. Okay. Using the same color. we get our two little pieces of, they're like peachy pink. Cover up everything. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna be over there in just a second.
Oh.
Yeah, we're good.
Here, I'm just gonna do this. I'm just
Okay.
gonna sit here.
Okay, yeah, that's, I just need you to do that all day.
Oh yeah. Looking cute.
It is, isn't it?
Gentleman with her, he's standing there.
All right. I'm gonna trim all that away. I have to say these kits you get from A-1 are very generous with the material. I can do 2 of these pillows, even this part, even the back. 2 of them done with one kit. Really good. Say hi, Michelle.
Hi, ladies and gents, if we have any gents today.
Been very quiet.
Hello, Lynn. Hi, Cindy. Joanne, Kathy. Wow, you got a full class today.
Just hanging out.
That's good. This is so cute. I love the bunny embroidery in the background. I like the whole thing, but I like the bunny quilt.
I know, just that would make a cute pillow, wouldn't it?
Gosh, they are kind of quiet, huh?
I know. I think I put them all to sleep.
I don't think so. I love
Me
that vintage
too.
stitch.
Yeah.
And I love raggy edge.
I know. Do any of the motifs come with that? Something similar, you know, the motifs that they have for the machines?
Yeah, they do. Most of them do. And then if they don't have that, we have to have design center, IT designer. But there's a lot of them out there. There's, I think, Baby Lock's got about 5 or 6 of them, maybe 8 of them at this point. But I also, there's also a gal out there by the name of Cindy Hogan that sells them as well. She's a brother ambassador, so
Oh, wow.
you have lots of choices because they'll go on either machine.
Right. Yeah. I know. I want to get those motifs and fills or whatever they're called. I want those. I want everything.
I know, that's why I'll never retire because
I know, right?
I'll never have enough money.
Okay, we're keeping the same color. And we're doing the satin stitch. If I can get that. We'll go back a little bit. There we go. All right. Somebody say something so I know I didn't get disconnected.
No, you didn't get disconnected or they'd all be calling the store.
Oh, wait.
I think they're stitching.
I think
that's
so
what they're
too.
doing.
Yeah. Tell me what you're making. If you're not making this, what are you making? What are you working on these days? Sublimation.
Sublimation, yeah.
Oh boy, there's a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my cup press did make it yesterday.
Oh,
I got all the
yay.
notes on the board, so
Oh, did you make a cup yet?
not yet. So I was at the end of the day, I don't know if my attention span's really good for that. So I did a couple other sublimation things,
Right.
including a jigsaw puzzle, but I think
Oh.
the cups are for this weekend.
Yeah. Fun. Fun.
Well, I don't know. I think they're just stitching.
Yeah.
But I'm saying hi.
Yeah.
You can't say I didn't say hi. This doesn't have to scroll.
Oh,
No, it doesn't scroll.
yeah.
So I think they all show in lifetime. So
Yeah.
cool. Well, carry on.
Okay.
Just checking on you. Thanks.
Oh, there we go. Okay, I think you guys can hear us now. Can
Yeah,
you
you
check?
unplugged it.
That was me. Can you check the chat? Refresh. Because nothing's popped up in.
There you go.
There. Oh my
Okay, I
goodness.
think we fixed the sound. Thumbs up. How far?
Oh, see, they were saying hi.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Grandma.
Yeah.
Linda, I got your order, and we did it for even a better price. So I gave it to Patrick. He's going to be shipping it. Are you going to put fusible fleece on the back of each month?
Yes.
I say yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
It's cuter that way.
Yes.
Does this design come with a scan and cut file? I am not sure. You know what? Cheryl, I'm not sure. We're going to have to check that. We're just seeing all these messages right now. It didn't refresh, so we just refreshed it. So we'll go ahead and answer them now. Oh, and Cindy says, Cheryl, the instructions show an SVG is provided. There you go.
Nice.
Lynn wants to know, Karen, is the Bohl tutorial available to rewatch? And will this one be available also?
Absolutely. They're all on YouTube for all eternity.
Yeah, Lynn, if you go to our page, so you have to go to the A-1 YouTube page and just type in Bohl, it'll pop up in the search. And if you can't find it, email me and I'll send it to you because I have been sending it to people.
Yeah.
This one will show up. It'll probably be like an hour or two to render, and then it'll just automatically be there on YouTube as well. So I'll see how Patrick named it, but we'll probably call it Save the Date,
Save
Happy
the Date
Easter
Panel.
Panel.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to search for it.
Yeah. And if you just search Kimberbell Bohl, the video will come up also.
Not sure why.
Hard to understand. Okay. I'll try. I'll try harder.
It's nice to see a demo using the guys. Wonderful. Please move the camera to the needle. Okay, so how's that? Is that better?
What's gonna hit though?
Oh, you know what? We have to be a little bit careful for the edge of the hoop, but hopefully that's better. Is that a brother hoop? So that is a brother and baby lock hoop. The only difference between this hoop and the baby lock one is going to be the outside packaging. So it really doesn't make a difference if your machine takes a 9.5 by 14 and you have a baby lock. This hoop will work with your machine. If you have a brother, this hoop will work with your machine. And I know that maybe I misspoke, but we have some from the special brother deal. So if you want to get one, did I do the right price? I gotta make sure I did the right price, but I think, before I speak, let me make sure I did the right price, because I did it super, super cheap. So I'm not gonna say anything until I check and make sure that I'm not misspeaking. Is it magnetic? No. This is not a magnetic hoop. This is just a regular, the regular baby lock brother hoops, the kind of grayish, beige colored ones. Yeah, this hoop can be used with the app, but you can just use it as a regular hoop too. You don't have to use it with the app. Margie, I'm going to email you right now. Let me email you a price on that. I'm going to come back and I'll make sure I have the right price for you guys.
All right, so now it's going to do the tack down for the little flower down in the corner here, which is kind of like a periwinkle. This color fabric that we have here. And I'm going to change my thread color to Exquisite 406. And it's kind of like this baby bluish kind of color. It's really cute. Oh, I keep hitting that. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, we work on everything and anything is cheaper now. Like you just bring it in, you know what it is, you do your price, but everything
Okay, here's the placement line. The tack down.
Okay, I just had to confirm. So if you want to get the hoop that Miss Karen is using, the 9.5 by 14, and again, that's going to work with your baby lock and your brother machines if you have an embroidery field that big. It'll work on the Solaris, the Luminaire. It came with your machine if you have a Meridian, if you have the Stellar. I'm going to show you something too. If you're not sure you have it, this is how you can tell. The larger hoops have markings on them. So, sorry,
That's okay.
you're going to see it. Do you see it right here? It's embossed on the bottom of the hoop. So right here it says 9.5 by 14. So you can tell if you have that hoop, because a lot of times people go, I don't know if I have that hoop. So this is the special price. The retail price on that hoop is $278.99, and we're doing it for $139 off. So it's going to be $139.99. So so just, and if you're not sure how to do it, just go on and purchase it. I had Linda just got it, and I did her refund already. So just go on. You can find the hoop on there. I forget the part number for it. I think it's SA. Is it 449? Something like that. SA 449, or you can look up Brother Hoop or Baby Lock Hoop, and just go ahead and purchase it. Say that it's the sew along price, and I'll go ahead and refund you the difference. So you're gonna end up paying $139.99.
Wow.
Is that crazy? Just
That's
get
crazy.
it.
Crazy
You
Eddie
deserve
prices.
it. This is gonna be your Easter present to yourself. All right. I think we're good. Sound looks good. All right. And Margie, I think you're on the you're on here too, so I think you probably heard that. That's the price we're gonna do. And I think if I have your stuff still, I can combine your order. So see you later. You're good.
Okay.
You're good.
Okay.
I'm gonna steal these because you don't need these. I had called her.
do the little decorative stitch around this flower. Okay, here we go. Same color. Okay. Now we're going to change colors. We've got this little pink flower at the top. And I'm going to use this pink here, and this pink is Exquisite 307. 307. It's a pretty pink. Oops.
Okay, it's just a little longer, and then I'll have it. I just don't know if you guys got me.
Okay, away we go. Okay, now it's going to do these little, I don't know, stamens. What are they called? The little middle of that flower. And I chose yellow. Just, this is actually a Floriani yellow, and it's PF 501. PF 501. It's just a pale little yellow. Oops. I can't. Ow. Sorry about that. Okay, here we go. Okay. Okay, now it does this little detail on these two leaves here. So I picked a lighter green, a little lighter green. This is isn't that pretty? It is Exquisite 950. 950. Just a little lighter green. All right, next we have this little flower by the T. And for that one I used a light pink. Yeah, I'm good. Okay. A light pink. I think it's the same the same pink we used on here. On the satin stitch on Hoppy Easter. And that is 305. Exquisite 305. There we go. now we're going to do little petals of the little flowers inside the egg here. And I chose just a white, just a basic white. I thought they kind of look like daisies. And they do a pink fill in the middle later on. I thought that looked cute with white petals. Okay, here we go. Going good. Going good.
Did they ever say anything more? Oh, yeah, there's more
Yeah,
stuff.
we refreshed. We had to refresh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there was something stalled it. But, yeah, they were saying you can go up here. Oh, they were saying hi, Michelle.
Hi.
Oops. Oops. Gosh.
How did you lose this down?
You got unplugged right there. Yeah. But it was right after I plugged my phone in, so I'm like, did I do that? Isn't that the way it goes?
Yeah. You get to where you don't want to touch anything.
Yeah.
It's like, just
Right. Yeah. It is. It really is. And I love having cushions in my chairs and on my couch.
I can't do anything like that yet. dog grab the rim running.
Oh.
She's sassy that way. She's like, I know you don't want me to do this, so I'm gonna do it anyway and run faster than catch me.
Ooh. Stinker.
She is. Cute stinker, but stinker nonetheless.
Right? Yeah.
I love that they converse with each other, don't you?
Yeah.
Yay for sewing friends.
I know. They are awesome. I know when I'm stitching at home, I usually have something playing.
Do you watch TV or audiobooks or music?
Music, for the most part. Yeah. But yeah, I do have YouTube going in the background a lot.
Yeah.
Audiobooks, I have to be like stationary, listening intently.
I do audiobooks in the car
Yeah.
my
Yeah,
way
that
to
would
work.
be a good. That would be a good
on my way to work.
time to do that. Yeah. What does it want now? Let's see. What do we
Happy
have?
stitching, everyone.
Okay.
I'll be back.
Okay. Okay, so this is a little darker pink for the middle of this flower. It does a little detail in it. And I just do a little darker pink in there. And I'm using Exquisite 309. It's a pretty pink. 309. I don't think we've used that one yet. Okay. Kimberly, hello. Thanks for joining. Hope you're having a great day at work. Does anyone else wish the art? You know, I like the little carrot that goes in the middle of the R. I think the little carrot is so cute. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna use the same color to do the little dots and middle of these little buds. These are little flower buds here, and then it'll go over to the egg and do the little middles of those little daisies and the little dots all around the eggs. I like that little darker pink for
So I've
that.
been playing with A-1.
Let's see it.
So this one is spaghetti western and Australian cattle dog.
Oh God, I got it. Can I show?
Oh yeah, wait till I
Okay.
get them all though.
Okay.
This one is Pandora and Australian cattle dog.
Oh my God.
This one's Magic Kingdom and cattle dog.
Oh.
This one I put in DeLorean, Back to the Future and cattle dog.
And they had one.
Well, they just make it. It's an artificial intelligence. You put in words and it's Bing. It's in
Really?
a Bing toolbar on
Oh my
Microsoft.
gosh, I gotta show. We gotta look.
So that's my set of coasters, my
Look at
Kaya
this.
coasters.
Which one was this one?
This one is Pandora. So Avatar, Pandora. I put in Pandora, Navi.
Oh yeah,
And
see back
Australian
here?
cattle
Yeah,
dog.
that's very Pandora-y there.
Yeah, and then that one was I just put in spaghetti western.
Spaghetti Western. It's like Clint Eastwood and his dog.
And then that one I put in Magic Kingdom and cattle dog.
Oh.
And then the last one was like DeLorean, Back to the Future and cattle dog.
That's great. Oh my god.
So it was kind of fun. It's another rabbit hole, I guess you can go down.
Yeah, I guess so.
So, but it's pretty fun. I have one with her the sewing machine too.
They're so unique. I mean, you wouldn't, you know.
You won't get the same thing twice.
No, that's.
But you can
incredible.
download the pictures. You can keep them.
That's
You can download 'em,
cool.
Just was looking for.
AI.
Yeah. See, they think
Scary but amazing.
the actors think that I want to, duplicate Justin Bieber. No, let's just go with the dog. We don't need to have more than one Justin Bieber.
Right.
One's enough.
Yeah, once in our lifetime. Those are really cool. I think this one's my favorite.
Yeah, I love that one.
He just looks so happy.
Well, there was a few of them for that, so
Yeah. That is
that
so
one might make a
cool.
cute cup.
Oh yeah. For sure.
That might be this weekend.
Where do you put the information in?
So if you Bing, which is not the browser that I use because I normally don't like it, but Microsoft has what they call a Copilot now. It's a little icon that pops up in the bottom of your toolbar, and I was just kind of curious. So I clicked on it, and it was like it went to this AI creator. So I'm like, okay, let's see what this will do.
Oh,
Almost like you just push buttons until you get something, and I thought, okay.
that's amazing.
The Pandora one was first.
Yeah.
Because you have to come up with words. You have to give it words.
That's crazy.
And then it just kind of designs based on the words you give it. My husband is like, spaghetti western, really? That's the best you could do? Like, well,
That's pretty Western.
that is. It definitely
Yeah.
looks like Clint Eastwood, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
I love
Or the
it.
good, the bad, and the barky.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, they're saying very cute. Michelle is having fun with sublimation. A lot of fun.
Okay, my daughter did that at Thanksgiving looking for Western turkey riding a horse. Oh my God, I'll have to try that one.
Right.
The unimaginable.
Okay, we're going to change colors. We're going to go, it's going to do the little center of this little flower up here. And I just like my center flowers to be yellow. I'm going to use the yellow. Ooh, very cute. little stitch there. Now we're doing the little carrot in the R. And do white, just basic white. Okay. All right. We're almost done. After this, a couple of rabbits and on our way. Cheryl, if you're asking me about whether I would get a sublimation printer or a fabric printer, which one? If I had to pick, I would probably pick the sublimation. Because there's so many things you can sublimate, if that's the right word. I would go with the sublimation printer, if it were me. Okay, rabbits. For the rabbits, I used a Floriani, a brown, just like a chocolate brown. And this is PF 737 Floriani. Okay. And we're off. still stitching, having fun.
Yeah, she was very excited that you showed her something she could do with her.
Yeah, so much easier for me. You're welcome. Glad I could help. Oh. Okay, Joanne, we'll take a little break after the bunnies. It's a good idea. Good idea. Okay, same color. Last bunny. Okay, happy music. it is. Okay. So now we'll take a little break. Take about 10 minutes. And when we come back, we will unravel the mystery of how to make this a perfect 12 by 12 square for our panel. Okay, be right back. Has it been 10 minutes? Okay. I'll wait a minute or two. Before I start. Okay. All right, so now we can take it out of the hoop. And I think we're done with hoops. Oops. Okay. Let's take care of this stabilizer. Get off as much of it as you can around the Hoppy Easter. We've got 3 layers of this. Stabilizers. Okay. Kind of get most of it off there. Okay. In the book, we use our pop ruler, our 8.5 by 8.5 orange pop ruler. So when we grab that, again, this is the Lori Holt zippy bags. I guess there's a new panel out. I can't wait to see it. But the large one holds these pop rulers perfect. So we're going to get the 8.5 by 8.5 out. Center the design horizontally with the bottom of the numbers. So we don't have numbers, but you know, we have letters, so we'll do it with the letters. 3/4 of an inch. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to use a different ruler here. I'm going to try and get 3/4 of an inch perfectly. And I'll just make a little mark. So 3/4 of an inch, 3/4 of an inch. And we'll just make a little tiny mark there. Just there and there. Just a little mark. Nothing. And it shows in the picture. You can see the picture right here. At that 3/4 of an inch. Okay. So we're just going to line this up there and center it. And really, you're just kind of eyeballing. We have our little marks from when we were putting it in the hoop, so we can kind of, you know, there's marks here marking the center, little arrows. There's a little arrow here, and there's one there, and you can kind of line those up with these marks that we put on before. So, but you know, and then we have our little 3/4 inch here, and the bottom of our ruler is touching that. And you can kind of see they have the 1/4 inches marked here. That 1/4 inch on the top there is at the bottom of the letters. Okay? See if I can't, I don't know if I can get you guys in there close enough. But this is where we want to be. There's 4 little, so there's a 1/4 inch. It's at the bottom of the letters there. Okay, and we're centered. We have a little arrow here, and that's pretty good. So then what we're going to do is we're going to take our pin and we're going to mark the outside of this on here and here and then here and here. Now if we were doing any other panel than the Hoppy Easter and the Thanksgiving, we would just go to the top here and mark these corners like we did these. But this is taller. So what it says in there, what it says is note for the Hoppy Easter and Thanksgiving panels, center the ruler vertically and horizontally over the letters instead. Okay? So literally that made no sense to me. So I worked it out in my own little brain, and what we need to do is go 1/4 inch from these letters. So we're going to line up this 1/4 inch here, or we could take this ruler that we used before and do 3/4 inch. Well, it would be this way. No, because we want to mark it. So 3/4 inch this way, and make a little mark like we did down here. So we got 3/4, 3/4, 3/4, 3/4, and then put this right on that like this. Center it again. We have our little arrow there. A little arrow. Let's look. Oh, I see it. A little arrow there, one down here. That looks about right. Okay, and we're going to make these marks again. So, did everybody understand that? I know it's very confusing. How are we following? So basically all we're doing is 3/4 inch. We're putting the edge of this ruler at 3/4 inch above these letters, above here and below here, okay? And we made these marks on the corners. Then we take our ruler, our big ruler, cutting ruler. We're going to cut now. And what the directions say, using a quilting ruler and a rotary cutter, cut 1 inch outside of the marks that we made. Okay, as shown. So I'll show you. And we're doing this for the 12.5. There's also directions for the smaller panel. They're on the other page, but we're doing the 12.5 by 12.5. Okay, so we're going to take our ruler and our rotary cutter. Okay, and we're going to put the 1 inch line on this ruler on our little mark. See our mark? 1 inch. We're going outside 1 inch of this mark that we made. And we're going to do that at the top and the bottom. Okay, got our little mark, and we're going to cut. Okay, let's see. There we go. And now we're just going to cut it. Okay, and then we're going to do it on the other side. same thing, lining up the 1 inch. We're going 1 inch outside of our little mark. 1 inch, 1 inch. We're going to be 1 inch outside of that mark. And we're going to cut it. So then, if we measure this, and I actually have a 12-inch ruler here. Let's hope we get it right? 12 and a half. That looks pretty good. So we got 12 and a half. Okay, we got 12 and a half going that way. Now we need to get 12 and a half going this way. So we go 1 inch. So this is where I got confused, because if I were to cut this at 1 inch here on the outside, I wouldn't be taking much off. And I need this to be 12 and a half. But if I look at my marks and I get a 12 and a half inch ruler right on the mark without going outside an inch like it wants you to, right on the marks that we made up on the top is 12 and a half. So on this one, on this when we marked it at the top here, 3/4 of an inch, we're not going to go an inch outside. We're going to go right on that mark, and we'll be at 12 and a half. Does everybody understand? Because if we went an inch outside, I think number one, I would have, see how I'm right on that mark, and I don't even have enough material to cut off. So on the top and bottom, we want to go right on that mark. Right on that mark we made. Does that make sense? Okay, Lynn. So when we marked the top at 3/4 of an inch, and we put our pop ruler on here. Let's go over it again. I know, it's so confusing. We made our 3/4 of an inch mark from the letters. We went up 3/4 of an inch. Then we took our orange pop, 8.5 by 8.5, and we put it right on there. Let me zoom in. I put it right on that line. I centered it as well as I could, and I put it right on my little line. So it's 1/4 of an inch inside these letters. Why can't we just use a 12? Right. And yes, that would be a lot easier if you have one. But, I'm trying to follow the directions in case, somebody doesn't have one and they're trying to follow these directions. But yes, absolutely. If you have a 12 and a half inch ruler like this one, you could just lay it on there and cut around. Center it. And again, I would probably go 3/4 of an inch. So yeah, I would just lop it off there. But Kimberbell's directions wants you to use this, and it's actually easier when you're doing any other than the Hoppy Easter and the Thanksgiving. I hear you, Lynn, I hear you. It took me forever to figure this out. But all you really have to remember is when you mark these lines, you cut a 1/2 inch out. So you can see the line here, I'm a 1/2 inch out. That's the line we marked with this. I'm a 1/2 inch out. These, on this side, we're going to cut straight on the line. And you'll have 12 and a half by 12 and a half. Does it make sense? I know. Or run and grab grab your 12.5 by 12.5 inch ruler and make life easy. But this should be 12.5. 12.5 by 12.5. Let's make sure. That's 12.5. And that is 12.5. Well, I might be like a 16th off. But yeah, there's your panel. How we doing? Any questions? You're right, until you do it. Yes. That's so true, so true. I wish that because they kind of deviated from this process with these two panels, this one and Thanksgiving, I wish that they had just put some pictures of that process for us. Because words sometimes don't translate in my brain the way they should. Okay. So now we have 12.5 by 12.5. Looks pretty centered, looks pretty good. Now we take our back piece, which should be 12.5 by 12.5, and we're going to sew that on. We're going to sew it on, and at the bottom, we're going to leave, I don't know, about, let's leave 4 inches. I think it says 3, but just to make it a little easier, 4 would be good. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 would be good. At the bottom. Leave it at the bottom. Okay. Let me put some. How are we doing? Any other questions? I should have not come. I totally agree with that, Lynn. Totally agree with that. I don't know. I mean, I guess I kind of understand, but I don't understand. It's like, you know, one thing Kimberbell really has gone for them is the fact that their instructions are so well thought out and complete. And sometimes I think that they're getting away from that a little bit. We gotta change our machines over to sewing. Whoops. How we doing? Any other questions? Okay. We'll change the machine over to sewing real quick. I'm gonna use this little doohickey. Anybody have this? This first time I'm using this. This is pretty nice. Pretty fancy. And I'm just using white embroidery thread. Let's move you over. Okay, so this has to be where I can get in here a little bit. Let's see how we're doing. We're going to go to sewing. Okay. And we're just going to do 1/4 inch. A couple of ways you can do 1/4 inch. You can just go to, the default that comes up. You can go down here and change this number to 5.5. That is 1/4 inch at the edge of your foot, your regular J foot. Or you can go to quilting and do Q02. And that is 1/4 inch. And you can see here, it's 5.5. It's just that this is a little tighter, I think, for piecing. If you go back to the one and go to 4, it's 2.5. So it's however you want to do it. But that right there would be 1/4 inch from the edge of your foot. Okay. All right, so let's see. Okay. All right. Oh, is my pedal not plugged in? Let's see. Oh, it looks like it's plugged in. Oh, okay, there we go. Whoa, it was stuck. Oh, I see the cord. Let me move this real quick. Okay, I had a cord back there. Oopsies, there we go. Okay. Let's see if that helps me. It's funny, I usually, hold on. I usually, sew barefoot. Anybody else sew barefoot? So this is different for me. And in case you didn't know, this little mark on your foot, this little mark right here, I don't know if you could see that little indentation on your foot right there. That, that is 1/4 inch from the edge of the foot. Oh boy, what did I do? Am I still here? Yeah. That's 1/4 inch from the edge of your foot. So I just make sure the edge of the material gets to that point. I know I'm at 1/4 inch. It's really hard. There we go. Okay. Oh, this doesn't have the pivot feature on here.
You gotta turn it on, honey.
Okay.
Okay, there you go.
Got it. Okay, that stitch one. There we go. Oops. Okay. Boy. There we go. Okay, let's see. Okay. There we go. Well, thank you, Lynn. I really appreciate that. Okay, let's move you over. Oh, I guess I wasn't covering my... Hope I didn't make you sick. Okay. How's that? Okay. All right. So before I turn it, I'm just going to cut just a little bit like this. Let's see. I'm sure you've all seen this before, just to take a little bit of the bulk out. I don't like getting too close, but I don't mind. See how close I am there? Not very. Just a little bit. I know I said this class was going to be, what, 2.5 hours? I think I was kidding myself. Okay. So then I'm going to grab in here and I'm going to grab a corner with my thumb right here. Kind of hold it and then trade out my finger for that. I usually get a pretty good corner. Again, I'm going to put my thumb in there. Come here. Okay. And then we just easy peasy, right? And there we are. We get our little corner pusher outer. Shower corners. Like Jeannie says, don't get greedy. All right. We'll give it a little iron. And then we'll close up that hole. And to do that, I'm just going to use steam seam. I just love this stuff. It's just, makes everything so much easier, you know, especially, you know, if it's something you're not going to wash a whole lot. I mean, I don't know how well, it says it'll hold up, that you can wash it and all of that, but, you know, if, you know, I wouldn't piece a quilt with it or something, but, you know, for stuff like this, I think it's perfect. I'll just kind of close it a little bit.
That is absolutely correct. So I need 4 of those, please. So 4 of those.
Okay. Kind of finger press it a little bit. Bring this over here. It's heating up still. Little trick I learned was flattening it like this and then rolling it. You get a pretty good edge. If you roll it away from you and flatten it out like this, and then roll it back to the seam, it gets right on that seam. And so you just kind of roll it and then roll it back to you. Okay. There's no. It's not like leather or vinyl or anything, so you just go for it. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and turn this over to where that looks kind of flat. And iron that, sorry. Right there. And then get this. And then we'll just grab a piece of this steam seam. Oh. And I like to put it on this side. Get it up in there. It's a little sticky, it should stay.
Oh, is that new one we're gonna do? Oh, yeah.
Get that little iron.
No, I will do whatever you say.
Take the paper off. Okay, all right. Okay. All right, now we're on to the buttonholes. We're going to do the little buttonholes and then we'll be all done. Sticky tearaway stabilizer and a 5x7 hoop. Cord is the bane of my existence here. Here we go. Okay, we're done ironing. Shiny side up. This really needs to be open. Okay.
Yes, is it this one? Stop. That's it? Yeah.
There we go. Popped out. There we go. Tighten this up a little bit. Push it on. There we go. Okay. Now let's see. Let's use a seam ripper.
I think I combined them.
Do an X.
Yeah, I combined them because there was a low.
Go around the edge. Best you can. Should come off.
There's a yellow up there. Now what are you doing? For that roof? Or are you using that?
Let's use this one for the roof. Sometimes we have them open.
We do.
And
We do. Except for I do.
There we go. Now we got sticky. We're gonna go over to the machine. Oh, we gotta turn it back to, we gotta turn the machine back to embroidery. Let's do that real quick. Oops. Okay. All right. Let's bring you over. I am so wrapped up in this cord. Hold on. Okay. I get so turned around here. Oh, here we go. Okay. Okay, we're back. So we're going to go to embroidery. Our pocket.
Let's remember that we have these here.
And we want this little,
Like this stuff. Sure. Let's remember it's here.
Yeah.
So we can.
an embroidery.
I don't know. Let's.
Okay, we're good to go.
I mean, I put a few in there every once in a blue moon.
And I just use white. I just keep white in there.
We sell the fair. We have to just use it up.
Basket. I'm trying to see where the small iron is.
Okay, that just gives us a little corner mark there. I'm going to take it out. Back over here. And I don't know if you can see that, how well you can see it. It's right here. We're going to take our panel and we're going to put it in that corner, the left-hand corner in there. And we're just going to line it up. Just like that. It's going to stick down there. And then we come back over. Oh, this thing keeps falling. I must not have something tight. Here, here we go. Okay. Try not to make you sick. All right, so there we are. And it's going to sew our buttonhole.
Move the computer back over here for you?
I'm back and forth so
Okay.
much. Yeah, no, I'm good.
I didn't hear anything back here. I was like,
Yeah.
is that so long still on?
Yeah. Okay. Pull this out. And we're going to go over here. And because it's tearaway, all we have to do is lift this up. Look at that. Look at that. It's harder than I look, but look at that. We have a buttonhole. And then it would make one here and one down here. And then open our buttonhole. We're going to put our seam ripper. Now, I would have some freight check handy on this part, just because when you go in here and cut this, when you go in here and start slicing through, it is such a small, see if I can get that to focus. It's such a small little opening. I found that if I wasn't super careful, I would cut these little threads. So they do say in the book, put some freight check on there, let it dry before you slice these open, just so you have, make sure you're not slicing all those little stitches. So yeah, put a little freight check, and I put it on the back just in case. It's never shown. When it dries it's clear, but just in case, I put it on the back, and then let that dry, and then that's when I would open up my buttonholes, and I would be all done. What do you think? I place a pin. Oh, that's a good idea. That's a really good idea. I don't have a pin in here, but what she's saying is she puts a pin right here, so that when she uses her and she goes along up here, she doesn't go past. It stops. The pin stops your seam ripper from going right on through, because sometimes it takes a little bit of force to get that open. So yeah, putting a pin right across here. I don't have a pin. Oh, I do have a pin. So we put a pin like, you can see what I'm doing. I would put a pin just like that. Just like that. That way I don't have to worry about how hard it's going to take me. I can use the force I need without, going off and really ripping a bad hole. This will stop me. This pin will stop me. Good. It's a good idea. Yes, absolutely. Place a pin. Great idea. So what do you think? I don't think we need to do all 4 buttonholes. I think you get it. It'll do one in this corner here. Same thing. And then down here. It'll do one down here for this one. And then it'll do one down here, and it's all the same. And you can just rip them out. It's okay. It's okay if you have a hole there. It'll still work throughout there. And it's just the one hooping. It is super cute, isn't it? It is super cute. Everything Kimberbell does is super cute. They kill me with their cuteness. Well, I just want to say thank you so much, everyone, for joining me and sticking through all of this time that it took. I know it took a little longer, but I just have so much fun. It's so nice to spend time with you guys, and I really, really appreciate you being here. And I hope you join me for the next one. I think the next one is in May. It's like the first week in May sometime, and it'll be for July. We're doing July a little early, and I can't wait for that. July, I think 4th of July is my favorite holiday, really. Other than Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving number 1, 4th of July number 2. Of course, Christmas is great too, but I am really excited about 4th of July. I really like decorating for 4th of July, so I'm really looking forward to that. So get your kits. Like I said, the kits here are very generous with the material. You get 2 out of them easy. So if you want to make one for somebody else, you're good to go. Oh, I enjoy your company too, Lynn. Thank you. Thank you guys so much for being here and being patient with me, and Oh, thank you, Deb. You guys are great. All right, well, I can't wait to see your stuff on Facebook. Join the group. It's A1 Sew Along. Join the Facebook group. I want to see your Hoppy Easters. I know Lynn's ahead of everybody. I think Lynn got hers done, and it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, as always. But I want to see everybody's. I want to see your Hoppy Easter, whatever you're sewing. I think I read somebody was doing the mini quilts, which I haven't started those. I haven't gotten those. Maybe I'll have to look into that. But yeah, show me what you've made on Facebook. Okay, you guys, thank you. Thumbs up and subscribe if you're not subscribed. If you made it this far, you might as well subscribe. I really appreciate you guys. You guys have a wonderful day.